challenge to world Christianity. This is an apt topic, considering that African Christianity, especially as we see in African Pentecostalism, is the major branch of world Christianity now in the world. Yeah, the West brought Christianity for us, but everybody knows that African Pentecostalism is a vibrant form, is a vibrant branch of world Christianity. This particular conference, the main purpose is to give theological basis to this world, to this African Pentecostalism, to give intellectual basis for it. So people will speak from their experience. What have you seen about African Pentecostalism? What is that experience? What are those things that we have seen that are there that make Christianity very vibrant now in Africa? Those are the things that intellectuals who are Pentecostal themselves, who have lived in Africa, those things that they have experienced, those are the things they want to express there. I think it will be a good experience, and I think it will mold not just only African Christianity, but Africa themselves. That's what I think about this work with this.
From experience, we have seen that there is an African brand of Pentecostalism, and that has to do with lived experience of the African people. So it's not a Christianity of the brain alone. The Christianity that the people experience in their day-to-day life encounter. And so there must be, therefore, a theology that should be built around this lived experience of the people. And so when we look at the African brand of Pentecostalism, it lays primarily with the existential challenges, the socio-economic challenges that people face, as well as the spiritual challenges, because you cannot do an African Pentecostal theology without countenancing the fact that there is a spiritual dimension to life in African community, in African setting. And so that is why we deal with demons, we exorcise demons, we break yokes, break covenants and curses and all of this. So we cannot put all of these things and just theorize them away that they are not real, they are not there. They are there. People believe in them, and unless any Pentecostal church deals with this reality that the people have come to believe, that cannot survive. And so this is something that even in the reverse mission theory, if you see the churches, the Pentecostal churches that are now being established or have continued to flourish in the West by the Africans, for the Africans, and sometimes for the Europeans, the Americans, you see that African taste of life and experience of life are embedded into it. So it's not a detached thing, it's a lived, composite, contextual thing. So for me, I see that this conference, this is one of the major things that we'll be interrogating, talking about, to see how we can explore, because we in Africa, we are sitting on a keg of data that people can explore, people can dig out, and know why, as African Christians, particularly of the Pentecostal stock, we behave the way we believe the way we believe, we pray the way we pray, we act the way we act, and we live the gospel the way we live the gospel. Unless we put all of these things together, there's no one that can solely say this is African Pentecostalism from outside. It is a lived experience, and we continue to see it that way. Otherwise, to go in the way of theory that many things we have seen in the Western world is going about Pentecostalism and all of that.
A spontaneous joy, a more communal understanding and apprehension of the gospel, a deep belief in spirituality, and the reality of spiritual warfare. So I think all that are things that we can learn from African sisters and brothers in the West. We need the humility to listen and learn from you.
Pentecostalism is an offshoot of Protestantism, and it's, as you said, it did not originate in Nigeria. It originated somewhere else. But in Nigeria now, Pentecostalism has taken over almost all our churches. Even the Orthodox churches are going Pentecostal now, because that is actually the trend of Christianity in Nigeria. And if you belong to any church that is not Pentecostal, the drift of the congregation will be very high. So whether your church is even Pentecostal or not, most of the churches are now going Pentecostal in order to retain membership. And to retain membership, you have to do a lot of things to meet the contemporary needs of the people. So actually that is the trend now. And that is why we are imploring each and everyone to come and attend this conference.